final round of the BAM Creative Night Series group stage saw last year's runners-up, the Western Knights, take on Mandurah City at Hyundai Stadium in Mandurah. A win to the Western Knights would see them claim top spot in Group A and progress through to the quarter-finals. The match was played on Sunday evening, and it was a great relief that Cyclone Bianca had chosen not to drop in. Mandurah kicked off in a very relaxed style, but it was this unhurried approach that saw them cough up cheap possession in the middle of the park. Shackleton found Hind in space, who fed Montgomery wide on the right. He looked up and delivered a pinpoint cross into the path of Callum Roberts, who directed his header past the outstretched arm of Tim Smith. 1-0 to the Western Knights. A wonderful pass from Montgomery into the path of Roberts, who caught Broxton unawares, and a well-directed header past Smith. The Knights coughed up possession cheaply soon after when Shackleton's flick went astray. Stairs played in Brown, who made space for a shot, but Siddle claimed easily. A short corner by Vaseko caught Mandurah out and was cleared only as far as Vaseko. His looping header hit the crossbar and Darlington cleared the danger for another corner. This corner was driven in hard and low. Anal failed to connect, Glenn Thomas shanked his effort and Mandurah made a mess of clearing the danger. Roberts hit his shot on the volley and it beat Smith to nestle once again in the back of the net. Dreadful defending by Mandurah under no pressure. Zavella's attempted clearance loops up and Roberts strikes it on the volley. Smith sees it late and by then it's in the back of the net. Mandurah 0, Roberts and the Western Knights 2. A minute later, Roberts had completed his hat-trick and made it 3-0. Anel headed Townsend's long ball forward to Shackleton. He fed Vaseko, who played the ball forward for Roberts. Broxton intercepted but was robbed far too easily, and Roberts calmly slid the ball past the advancing Smith. Broxton should have done better to shield the ball from Roberts, but once Roberts had stolen it, his pace took him away from Broxton. The keeper hesitates as he advances, giving Roberts time to pick his spot and score his third goal in just 6 minutes. 11 minutes later, Roberts and the Knights had a fourth. Andy Brown's fierce effort rebounded to Montgomery, who again showed great vision to find Roberts in space. The goalkeeper overcommitted at the edge of his box, and Roberts side-footed the ball into an empty net from an acute angle. A superb first-time ball by Montgomery. The keeper makes a complete mess of closing Roberts down. He skips past him and beats the despairing lunge of Broxton to take his and the Knights' tally to 4. It was enough to drive Smith to drink. The Knights should have had a fifth soon after. Dawson's ball up the left looked to be under control by Townsend, but the big defender made an uncharacteristic error and Roberts fed Vaseko. He beat the recovering Townsend and crossed, but Dawson directed his header the wrong side of the post. Just after the half hour, Shackleton found Roberts in space on the right. He checked and left the ball for Montgomery, who eased past Derby and then delivered a slide rule pass for Vaseko, who made it 5 for the Western Knights. Montgomery's vision and execution again outstanding as he splits the Mandurah defence and plays in Vaseko. The keeper again comes rushing off his line to no avail as the ball is clipped past him and into the back of the net. Within minutes, Vaseko could have had a second. Receiving the ball from Roberts, he sent Townsend the wrong way, but his shot whistled the wrong side of the post. Chances were coming thick and fast for the Knights. and after Jukic's showboating, Thomas picked up the loose ball and fed Roberts. He again beat the advancing keeper, but this time his radar was slightly off. The start of the second half, it was simply more of the same, with Montgomery given time and space to pull the strings for the Western Knights. But after his 4 in the first half, Roberts' ruthless finishing had deserted him. Following a lecky long throw, it was substitute Mikulic's turn to push a shot the wrong side of the post as the Knights started to squander opportunities. Mandurah were a very deflated side, and when Rhodes hit his pass straight to Ferguson, they all just allowed Dawson time and space to look up and try and pick out trim. But Javella intercepted and Mikulic was given offside as he shot. With 3 minutes to go, Loreto held off Jukic. He then telegraphed his pass. Mikulic intercepted, made space and picked out Roberts at the far post, who finished the day as he started, heading past the stranded Smith. Mikulic is given too much space and time and he picks out Roberts with a perfect cross, and unmarked he makes no mistake, making it 6 for the Western Knights. Andy Brown for Mandurah was desperate for some consolation, but his well-struck drive from a well-worked free kick was easily smothered by Siddle. As the rain came down, Hine danced his way through the Mandurah defence. Javella blocked his shot and Mikulic buried the rebound into the back of the net. Referee Cheeseman consulted with his assistant, who had his flag raised, and then the goal was disallowed as Roberts was deemed in an offside position. Mandurah took the free kick with the same urgency as they'd kicked off the match, and they were relieved when the final whistle brought the game to a close. The final score, Mandurah City 0, Western Knights 6.
G'day mate, how much of a confidence boost was that going into the quarterfinals?
Yeah, it'll give the boys a huge confidence boost. I mean, you know, we're slowly building up our sort of our base, our fitness, our sharpness, and you know, I did say to the boys at half time that, or before the game, that you know, we actually started to look a bit more sharper and focused, and our fitness was, you know, slowly getting there. I mean, we started a bit later than most teams, but yeah, no, good performance.
Is there anything you want to improve in the quarterfinal against ECU?
Improve? Yeah, I mean, look, obviously there's a few things we can improve on. I mean, a bit hard after that performance, but you know, all important to sort of, you know, keep clean sheets and defend well, and just improve on the way we want to play our formation, the style that me and Alex want the team to play. So we're still working on that. So yeah.
Is there any extra pressure being the reigning premiers of the Premier League in WA?
No, I don't think so. No. You know, we lost the final to Perth, obviously, and you know, the boys are still devastated about that. So we'll just keep working hard and plug away and just go from there.
No worries. Good luck with the quarterfinals, mate.